Hey everyone, this is Elias from Red Match Media, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 2026 Genesis G70 all-wheel drive. Now, we've reviewed the rear-wheel drive model, so does all-wheel drive mean that we get to lose some of that, sliding rear fun, or does it mean we have all-wheel fun? So let's go ahead and get started. Now, before we get started, if you're wanting to see a full in-depth review of the G70, I'll go ahead and put the link up right there for you to watch that. Now, as far as the 2026, there's not really many different things. This is the graphite model, which is essentially their highest model that you can get, and it has the all-wheel drive. So there are some kind of really for 2026, just some trim changes here and there, moving around, nothing really drastically different. Now, as far as this one, we do get the Vatna gray color, which I think looks really good. And we actually just had a lot of rain. Despite it looking really, really sunny, that's Texas for you. It is scorching hot right now, but literally 10 minutes before I started filming, it was gray, everything was wet, which was great for my testing of the all-wheel drive. Now, again, we have the color, which is just spectacular. And talking a little bit about the G70, this is kind of more of Genesis like driver's car. So it is a little bit more on the sportier side compared to maybe the G80, which is more on the luxurious side. So I love the fact that we have this because it is definitely a more raw feeling vehicle. And with that being said, the G70, I've had the pleasure of reviewing 2 different times, and this is going to be the 3rd. But what's different about this one is we get the all-wheel drive. So I haven't driven the all-wheel drive, and my real concern driving the rear-wheel drive model was that it is so spectacular mid-corner. It is so spectacular, kind of entry, exit, because we have so much fun. It is a control slide. We feel what the rear diff is doing, which I kind of called it, I believe something along the lines of like sorcery or something like that, because it's just so good at getting it rotated and in a controlled manner. Now, this we get all-wheel drive, and my concern was, are we gonna get rid of all that fun? But yeah, we're gonna see. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have under this hood. We get under the hood and we have the 3.3 liter twin turbo V6, and it is cranking out 365 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. It is connected to the 8-speed automatic and then to the all-wheel drive system. Now, as far as the engine, I love this thing. It's such a responsive engine, and paired up with that 8-speed, it is really a great drivetrain. Now, with that being said, you do have the option for eco mode. You have like comfort and then sport and sport plus. The eco mode, it can be a little tricky. What I mean by that is it's really, really reserved, and then it's not, in the sense that, if you are, behaving, it's going to do its thing. But if you accelerate, it kind of has a delay of like, oh wow, you want to go fast, and then it just goes like a bat out of hell. So the throttle response is a little kind of delayed in that sense, and for that, I would recommend staying in the comfort mode. It is a little bit smoother in the sense of, you give it a little bit, it's going to give you a little bit. If you give it a lot, it's going to give you a lot. Not like the Eco that you give it a little bit and it's not going to give you much. You give it a little bit more, it's not going to give you much. You give it a lot and it's going to give you a lot. So it's not, it has that Jekyll and Hyde kind of response to it, is what I'm trying to say. But love it though. The power is smooth throughout the whole power range. And again, that 8-speed automatic just really gets the power out to the 4 wheels, because again, this is the all-wheel drive model. And we still have that limited slip differential, which is just so good at just distributing the power to the correct wheel. It's just a spectacular system. And yeah, we are, obviously it looks a little dry right now, but we had a really bad rain, and that's the kind of rain that's a little bad because it does, get kind of the road slick. And let me just say, this thing really does a great job with that all-wheel drive system. But love this. Now, yeah, you are going to get a little bit less MPGs because you are getting the the all-wheel drive system, but I think it's worth it. So let's go ahead and take this for a drive. We take the G70 for a drive, and it's what the G70 is. It's a sporty, luxurious car, but it's going to kind of go a little bit more towards the sporty side of things. So you're gonna feel a little bit more of those bumps. You're going to get the feedback of the road, is kind of how I'll say it. It's not that it's a bumpy ride, it's just feedback producing ride. So just be aware, it's not the floating on air feeling that you get with the G80 that Genesis offers. That that is definitely going to be a softer, more kind of cloud-like drive. This is a little turbulence that you'll experience, but at least you know what is going on with the road. The other thing, yeah, the eco mode, it's a little too on and off. So what I mean by that is, again, like you have, if you're in eco mode and you're just kind of accelerating a little bit, it's going to do just that. It's gonna kind of accelerate a little and damper some of your inputs. But when you hammer it, it is going to like wake up. So it is kind of a Jekyll and Hyde kind of reaction. I would have liked a little more of a middle ground, and that's when you're gonna want to use essentially the comfort mode. And the comfort mode, what that's going to do is going to give you the feedback of a little bit more responsiveness to the pedal, and kind of correlating more to the input that you give it. So it is going to be a little bit better for kind of everyday driving. If you can predict that you're just gonna kind of keep a constant, then you should just be fine with getting it into eco, and highway driving wouldn't be a problem for that. But let's have some fun. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my drive mode to not just Sport, but Sport Plus, which is going to go ahead and turn off the traction control. Seat tightens up a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and go into manual mode, and we're going to lean a little bit on the all-wheel drive for traction. And yeah, with this little bit of rain that we just got, these roads can be a little bit on the slick side. So I kind of want to see, I want to see how good the traction is. And let's just say, well, the power is definitely there. The power has always been there for the G70. My only concern was, is it going to take away from it being kind of a driver's car? Is it going to lose that sense of sportiness and that kind of fun rotation that we get with the rear wheel drive option? Let's see. So far, the answer seems to be no. We are still getting some really good turn-in, and we're getting some mid-corner, which is what I've always liked about the G70. The mid-corner is just so confidence-inducing and providing, the rotation that you need. Oh man, this thing is just incredible. And yeah, get that rear stepped out a bit. The all-wheel drive is not going to be intrusive of the fun, the fun that we get with this. Now, let's go ahead and see how we do with the 3-point stop. And I will tell you that it's going to struggle a little bit. We don't have the best of turning radius in this, which let's just say, typical sports car kind of fashion, so to speak. So we'll give it a little bit more sports car than, luxury side of things when it comes to that. But yeah, you can see it, just be careful with tight parking spots. Now we've gone ahead and we set up our race boxes, our 0 to 30, 0 to 60 telemetry box, and it's also drag timer as well as a lap timer. Great little box, great company to work with. So I'll go ahead and add my link in the description for a possible little discount. Now we are still in the Sport Plus, which is where you want to be for this, and we have the traction control off. The all-wheel drive system is good enough to go ahead and grab, so we'll go ahead and hold the brake down, hold the gas, and away we go. So let's talk numbers. We're dealing with a 0 to 30 in 1.91 seconds and a 0 to 60 in 4.96 seconds. And yeah, let me just tell you, this thing definitely feels like it is doing that. And it is just so good at getting the power down. And it was fine in the rear-wheel drive variant. It did let you kind of get a little bit sideways, which was a little fun to kind of counter that. And this still does too. So you can still have fun in this, but you still have that safety net of the all-wheel drive. And again, the fact that I am in, no traction control with this essentially wet, slick road, and it is just getting the power down, and I feel confidence in this vehicle. That's what this is all about. And I'm glad the all-wheel drive doesn't take away from this. So if you need it for inclement weather, for snow, for rainy situations like this, for slick, and maybe even some track use, this I can definitely see the all-wheel drive helping you out. Yeah, sure, you get a little bit more tire wear, you get a little bit more weight to things, but honestly, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. And again, if I just switch it over to eco mode and then just cruise, it does a great job. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed my review of the Genesis G70. And remember, find the right gear. See ya.